so glad to be here. But up here masih preoccupied. Ah, what a beautiful morning. The sun is hot. Yes, you only 20. Be careful, Senora. Aku kota dan visual. Go if you wish to get your car. He is not mine, Senora. He belongs to the park. No, he belongs more to you than he does to the park. Go buy him. But remember to collect these things. I see him over there. He's waiting for me. Do not remain more than 10 minutes again. Very well, Senora. But wait a moment. What does Senora wish? Give me the breadcrumbs. I don't know what's the matter with me. But I do. Your hand is where your heart is. With your card. Here, Senora. Adios. Ah, here they come. You know just when to expect me. Here for the spiders. Here for the gardens. And here for the little ones, which are the most persistent. That big one is always first. I know him by his big head. Now one. Now another. Now two, and now three. That little pillow is a bit heavy. I believe he will eat from my hand. That one, he takes his piece and flies up to the branch alone. He's a philosopher. But where do they all come from? It seems the news has spread. Hey, don't quarrel. There is enough for all, and I'll bring more tomorrow, okay?
I bring their time away. They should be saying mass.
You can sit there, senor. There is only a lady.
I want Juanito. I want a bench to myself.
But there is none.
That one over there is mine.
There are three players sitting there.
Rout them out.
See, senor.
Have they gone?
No, indeed. They are still small.
Just as if they were glued to the seat. No hope of their living. Come this way, Juanito.
Hey, look out.
Are you speaking to me, Senora?
Yes, to you.
What do you wish?
You have scared away the birds who are feeding on my crumbs.
What do I care about the birds?
But I do.
This is a public park.
Then why do you complain that the police have taken your bench?
Senora, we have not met. I cannot imagine why you take the liberty of addressing me. Come this way, Juanito.
What an ill-natured old man. Why must people get so fussy and cross when they reach such an age? I'm glad he lost that bench too. Some seem right for scaring birds. Yes, Find a bench if you can. Poor man. He's wiping the perspiration from his face. Here he comes. Okay, it will not waste more dust in his feet.
No, indeed, senor. They are still talking.
The authorities should have placed more benches here for this sunny morning. Well, I suppose I must resign myself and sit with the old lady. Good morning.
Wow, you here again.
I repeat that we have not met.
How is responding to your salute?
Good morning should be answered by good morning. And that is all you should have said.
You should have asked permission to sit on this bench, which is mine.
The benches here are public property.
Why? You say that the one that preserved is yours.
Very well, senora, very well. I have nothing more to say. Say my old lady. She ought to be at home knitting and counting her beads.
Don't grumble anymore. I'm not going to leave just to please you.
If the ground were sprinkled a little, it would be an improvement.
Do you use your handkerchief as a shoe brush?
Why not?
Then do you use your shoe brush as a handkerchief?
What right have you to criticize my actions?
A neighbor's right.
Juanito, give me my book. I do not care to listen to nonsense.
You're very polite.
Pardon me, senora, but never interfere with what does not concern you.
I generally say what I think.
And more to the same effect. Give me the book, Juanito.
I thought you were taking out a telescope.
Was that you?
Your sight is speaking.
Keener than yours is.
Oh yes, evidently.
As the hares and the partridges.
Do you hunt?
I did, and even now
Oh yes, of course.
Yes, senora. Every Sunday, I take my gun and dog, you understand, and go to one of my estates near Arapaka to kill time.
Yes, guilty. That is all you kill.
Do you think so? I could show you once more head in my study room.
Oh yes, and I could show you a tiger's skin in my own domain. What does that do?
Very well, senora. Please allow me to read. Enough conversation.
Well, you subside then.
But first, I shall take a pinch of snuff. Will you have some?
It is good.
It is of the finest. You will like it.
It clears my head.
And wine.
Do you squeeze?
Yes, senora. 3 times.
And so do I. What a coincidence. Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
And there, I feel better.
And so do I. This God is made peace between us.
You will excuse me if I read aloud.
Yes, of course. Read as loud as you please, and you will not disturb me.
All love is sad, but sad as it is the best thing we know. That is from Combo Amor. The daughters of the mothers I once loved. kiss me now, as they would have a graven image. Those lies, I take it, are in a humorous beat.
I take them so too.
There are some beautiful poems in this book. Here, 20 years pass, he returns.
You cannot imagine how it affects me to see you reading with all those glasses.
Can you read without end?
Yes, of course.
At your age, you're jesting.
Ask me to prove that. 20 years pass, he returns, and each viewing the other exclaims, "Can it be that this is he? Heavens, is it she?"
Indeed, I envy you of your wonderful eyesight.
I know everywhere my part.
I am very fond of good faces. Very fond. I even composed some in my youth.
Good ones.
Of all kinds. I was a great friend of Espronceda, Zorilla, Beckers, and others. I first met Zorilla in America.
Why? Have you been in America?
Several times. The first time when I was only 6 years old.
You must have gone with Olimus and one of his caravans.
Not quite as bad as that. I am old, I admit, but I did not know Ferdinand and Isabella. I was also a great friend of Comboamor. I met him in Valencia. I am a native of that city.
You are?
Yes, I was brought up there, and there I spent my early youth. Have you ever visited that city?
Yes, I do. Not far from Valencia. There was a villa that, if still there, should retain memories of me. I spent several seasons there. It was many years ago. It was near the sea, hidden away among lemon and orange trees. They called it, let me see, what did they call it? Marisela.
Marisela?
Yes, Marisela. Is the name familiar to you?
Yes, very familiar. If my memory serves me right, for we forgot as we grew old. And there, lived in that villa, the most beautiful woman I have ever seen. And I assure you, I've seen many. Let me see. What was her name? Laura Lorente.
Laura Lorente?
Yes.
You reminded me of my best friend.
How strange.
It is strange. She was called the Silver Maiden.
Precisely, the Silver Maiden. By that name, she was known in that locality. I seem to see her as if she were before me now, at that window with the red roses. Do you remember that window?
Yes, I remember. It was the window of her room.
She spent many hours there, I mean, in my day.
And
She was ideal, fair as a lily, jet black hair and black eyes, with an uncommonly sweet expression. She seemed to cast radiance wherever she was. Her figure was beautiful, perfect. What forms of sovereign beauty God models in human clay. She was a dream.
if you but knew that dreams was not on your side, you would realize what dreams come to. She was very unfortunate and had a sad affair.
Very sad.
Did you hear of it?
Yes,
The ways of Providence are strange. Good Zalu?
the gallant lover in the same affair.
The jewel.
Precisely. The gallant lover was my cousin, of whom I was very fond.
Oh yes, a cousin. My friend told me in one of the letters the story of the affair, which was truly romantic. He, your cousin, passed by on the horseback and rode down the rose path under her window. And he also tossed up to her balcony a basket of flowers, which he got.
Yes, and later in the afternoon, the gallant horseman would return by the same path and would catch the bouquet of flowers she would toss at him. Am I right?
Yes, they wanted to marry her with a merchant whom she would not have.
And one night, when my cousin waited under her window to hear her sing, this other person presented himself unexpectedly.
And insulted your boss.
There was a quarrel.
And later a two.
Yes, at sunrise on the beach. The person was badly wounded, and my cousin has to conceal himself for a few days and later to fly.
You seem to know the story well.
And so do you.
I have explained that a friend repeated it to me.
As my cousin did to me. This is Laura. This is Laura.
Why, I tell you, I just need to survive.
She's entirely innocent.
And was it you, by any chance, who advised your cousin to forget Laura?
Why? My cousin never forgot her.
How do you account that police conduct?
Very well, I will tell you. The young man took refuge in my house, fearful of the consequences of the duel with a person highly regarded in that locality. From my home, he went to Seville and then came to Madrid. He wrote Laura many letters, some of them in verse, but undoubtedly they were intercepted by her parents, for she never answered at all. Gonzalo then, in despair, believing his love lost to him forever, joined the army, went to Africa, and there, in a trench, met a glorious death, grasping the flag of Spain and whispering in the name of his beloved, Laura. I could not have killed myself more gloriously.
You must have been frustrated by the calamity.
Yes, Senora, as if he were my brother. I presume, though, on the contrary, that Laura, in a short time, was chasing butterflies in her garden, indifferent to regret.
No, Senor, no.
It is a woman's way.
Even if it were woman's way, the silver maiden was not of that disposition. My friend awaited years for days, months, a year, and the letter came. Until one afternoon, just at sunset, as the first stars were appearing, she was seen to leave the house, and with quickening steps, went her way toward the beach where her beloved had risked his life. There, she wrote his name on the sand, and then sat down upon the rock, her gaze fixed up upon the horizon. And then the waves murmured their eternity and slowly crept up to the rock where the maiden sat. And then the tide was with a boom and swept her out to the sea.
Good heavens!
And then the fishermen of that shore who often tell the story affirmed that it was a long time before the waves washed away the names written on the sand. We can't get ahead of it anyway, like out here.
She lies worse than I do.
Poor Laura.
Poor Gonzalo.
I will not tell him that I made it years later.
In 3 months, I ran off to Paris with a ballet dancer.
Fate is curious. Here are you and I, complete strangers, met by any chance, discussing the romance of the old friends of nowadays. We have been discussing as if we were old friends.
Yes, it is curious, considering the ill-natured prelude to our conversation.
You scared away the birds.
I was unreasonable, perhaps.
That was evident. Are you coming again tomorrow?
Most certainly, if it's a sunny morning. And not only I will not scare away the birds, I will bring a few crumbs.
Thank you very much. Birds are grateful and the adventure. I wonder where my maid is.
I will not reveal myself. I am grotesque now. Better than she recalled the gallant horsemen who passed daily beneath her window tossing flowers.
Ah, here she comes.
That Juanito, he plays havoc with nursemaids.
No, to sadly change. It is better he should eventually as the black
Juanito, you are late.
Well, the garden is not for you, Senora.
Oh, how very nice.
Yes, very nice. You're welcome.
Oh, they are very fragrant.
My dear lady, this has been a great honor and a great pleasure.
It has also been a great pleasure
Goodbye then, until tomorrow.
until tomorrow.
If it is sunny.
Sunny, will you go to your bench?
No, I will go to this if you do not object.
This bench is at your disposal now.
And I will surely bring the crumbs
Tomorrow then.
tomorrow.
Careful.
What you doing, senor?
Juanito, wait.
Yes, it is he.
It is she, and no mistake.
This is he.
Heavens, is it she?